See how long this video is, but I typically can do all of this hair, all these curls in 15 minutes. And look at the length of my hair. I mean, this is of course with the length getting shorter because I curled my hair, but yeah, these are just my go-to like everyday waves that like last me a week. I mean, they'll get looser throughout the week, but this, it's easy to follow tutorial, and I basically do it. I try to not cut out like at all, so you guys can see how really long it takes, especially with my thickness of hair. And all you need is a good heat protectant. Use whatever you want, and then a good curling wand, curling iron, whatever you have. I'm pretty sure this is 1 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. I just bought this so long ago, so I don't remember, but there's 6 attachments that comes with this one, but this is just the one I use the most. I use other ones as well, but this one just is my go-to. But if you want to see how I did these curls, just keep on watching. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. This is just, my hair was actually blow dried. Well, kind of. I used the Wavy Talk like thermal brush and it looked great. But then I went and got groceries and it rained and my hair just got super frizzy, and I'm just not, I don't want to wear my hair like this, and I don't want to wash my hair yet. So we're gonna curl my hair because I haven't been doing my loose waves in a little while, so it'll be fine. I like to take my rings off before I put hair product in. I just don't like my hands getting gross. But I'm using the BTZ Beyond the Zone Turn Up the Heat Flat Iron Protection. This one looks a lot oilier than it is, but I'm putting this on my hand and spraying this on my ends, and then of course more on my roots. You really want to use a lot of product when it comes to heat protectant. This one will look oily at first, but it really does go away. I don't know how it works, but I've been using this heat protectant for a very long time. I've had this bottle for ages and it works. I mean, I guess it's hard to say if it actually works, but I'm making sure to get in there. And usually when I blow dry my hair, I will put this on in sections because I feel like it's harder to spread out on wet hair, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this all over my head. Another reason why I'm sticking this on my hand and spraying out is because this tends to get sticky on whatever, well, not sticky, like slippery on whatever surface I do this. Like if I'm in the bathroom, I can just spray this because I mop my floors often, but I'm currently in my dining room. And honestly, I mean, sometimes I'll just do it like this just to avoid the grossness that I feel on the floors. But getting a nice coat on that. Now when it comes to any type of heat styling on my hair, I try to make it as simple as possible and like just hack my way through it. So what I always like to do is I focus on the front pieces and the top section, and as long as those look perfect, everything else will fall into place. So I'm going to go ahead and take about 1 inch from either side of my part and go all the way to the back of my head. Just like that. And this is going to be the last section that I work on, well, besides my bangs. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up just like that. I angled my camera down so you can see like the length of my hair, but I have pretty darn long hair, like, and I do get it actually trimmed often, and I do usually cut like 6 inches off each time, but I really want to grow my hair out for a little bit, so I'm trying to skip out a hair appointment. I was really feeling like getting my hair done like yesterday but it's okay. But I'm taking up a section of my hair and clipping it up to get my curl started. And I work bottom up and I always curl outwards. So I'll use different type of irons, and this is just like my loose wavy tutorial. It's just the easiest and quickest that I do when I just really curl my hair. I can do like full-on more curlier looks, more voluminous curls, but this is just a simple one and it looks great. But I have this, I don't even know what brand it is. I've had this for that long, but this is just an affordable one I got off of Amazon. I have it on the first heat setting. My hair, despite my hair being thick like floss, I don't need to have crazy high heat, and I'd prefer my hair to slowly warm up than use extreme heat and then I have like uneven heating and everything. So, but I actually, towards the bottom of my head, I take larger sections, so I'll split this more into like half, and this section is like from like my ears down. So this one's actually like kind of a thick section. I've honestly lost some hair recently just from stressful events, but this is a wand and I have it on, I think, a 1 inch attachment, and I just wrap it like this. I don't flat wrap it. That's key. If I flat wrap it, you'll get more like of a ragdoll curl when it first comes off the wand, and I just want like a looser wave type of curl, and you'll see the difference. I will do a tutorial with that type of curl as well, like a more voluminous princessy type of curl, but I'll just hold it in my hand for a couple seconds and then just let it go. I'm not gonna like, that's so pretty. I'm not going to brush it out or anything until the end, and that'll just kind of help, you know, retain its shape. But again, this is just like my easy low effort one. I can do this like usually in 15 minutes if I'm really like in a pinch, but it helps that these lower sections I'll just put a little bit less effort into just to save that time. And of course, if you pin it up, if your hair is harder to curl, you'll want to pin it up. But mine's fine, just the way it is. And I also have a bajillion layers, so my layers are going to be, or my sections are going to be a little bit more horizontal. But when I hold my curling iron, I'm making sure to curl it outwards. And the more horizontal your wand is or curling iron is, the more volume you're going to get. I'm not going too close to my roots. I just don't need here. I mean, I'm about like 2 inches from my roots just because my hair is long, but this is fine. I know about the time that it takes for my hair to get a little warm on here, but to the touch, once it's nice and warm, take it off. Don't leave it on longer than it needs to be. You don't want to fry up your hair. My hair health is super important to me, and I just try to do everything with the least amount of damage as possible. I mean, even for a while, I did only heatless curls, and that was fine, but now like my roots are just more curly and frizzy, and it's just not something that's working out for me as much, and I just really want like more neater put together looking hair, and especially the humidity in Georgia, my roots go crazy. I think I will go back to using them like heatless curls during the winter, but just right now my hair it just needs some heat for this frizz to go away. But I'm putting these sections back, and I think I'll switch around, honestly. I'll put this section away in this clip. Yeah, I normally like will hold pieces in my mouth, but I'm not gonna do that today because I have makeup on. Yeah, I typically do this like in the dead of night. This is the next section that I have, and I make sure to take it horizontal. I know it's not perfect in the back, just because of the amount of layers that I have. For me to get a good curl on all this, I have to do it like this. But when I have the sections on my back, I will put my hand like as much like back as I can, so I'm not missing too much length when it comes to the curl. Like a lot of times you'll have a lot of front curl and volume and everything, and then when you go to the back of your head, it's like flat with just a little bit of curls in the back. I don't like that look, so this is a way to prevent that. Just go all the way to the back of your head, hold it like this for a little bit, you'll be okay. I swear I have like crazy upper body strength now after having like my son. There's some days he just wants to be in his mama's arms, and that's okay. So sometimes I'll hold my 36-pound child and in like one arm, and then I'll cook with the other, and now I can just do it so effortlessly. But I almost forget that I can like hold a crazy amount of weight for a really long time, because we were at a gathering and my son was just getting so much love from his aunts and uncles, and one of like his uncles was holding him and he was having so much fun, and then he was like, okay buddy, my arm's getting a little tired, and then we took him back from him so his arms could rest. But he was like, wow, your mom's so strong, she can hold you for so long. And I was like, yeah, I forgot that I can do that. So even though like I'm actually pretty small, I have a pretty small frame, and I'm 5'2", I look like a small person, but I actually have like crazy strength. And then before, like just even since like high school, I kick like really hard. My leg strength is insane. I have very chiseled legs. I'm pretty thin, and my legs are pretty chiseled, and it's just okay. But see this front section, I'm being more careful with it and making sure it looks perfect. Anything that's in the front, on top of your head, just put a little bit more effort in, like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this section out. And the more closer you get to the top of your head, the more you wanna pay attention to the detail, especially like here. I'm getting close to the top where I have like a lot of layers. Like, see, you can see the different lengths here, but doing the same, and these I am going to go closer to my root. But because I'm doing like this twisting motion to get this hair on the iron, it just gives you that volume within the curl. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. But yeah, I have superhuman strength. Now I don't have a problem holding my arms up in the air like this. But I mean, because I'm constantly running around as a toddler mom, so I still smoke, I really don't have a need to work out. I actually like dropped a whole bunch of weight at one point just because I was a bit stressed. Life was a little bit chaotic then, but it was fun. It wasn't like an really unhealthy way to lose weight, but I stay super active. Like, I am constantly doing cardio. I'm chasing after my son while I'm cooking or cleaning or something, but it's fine. It's overall good for my health, right? But yeah, see, I love this curling. If I can find it, I ordered this so long ago. Like, I think I've had this iron for, let's see, I got it shortly after getting married. So like 6 years? Did I get it before? No, yeah, I've had this iron for like 6 years, and this is the attachment I honestly do use the most. I do also use a curling iron with a clamp sometimes, depending on whatever I'm feeling. But this one is just my go-to, and it's affordable. I think it comes with the 6 attachments, and it's only like $30. Okay, so the front section, making sure I'm doing it like this, and then I have bangs, like side bangs. I just have it in my hair because I just want everything to kind of flow into the curls. But when I do this section, I always make sure to do it like fully back like this, just like how I would have when I blow it out. But now I can go back to this side of my head. Oops. This is great. Minimal cut, so you can really see how long it actually takes me. I'm gonna switch this to this clip to really get it out of my face. But I'm not gonna split this one up. Go to the back of my head. Yeah, a nice little arm workout. And because I also do client hair as well, I mean, it's easier when someone's sitting down in front of me. I don't have to really worry about keeping my arms up in the air, but I do need to get a different chair. Like when I'm doing clients' makeup, I'm like bending down, I'm killing my back. Most of the time, I mean, some of the times I don't even bring my chair. I just rely on the chairs that a venue will have or somebody's house will have. Okay, I took that one off too early. This one is a thicker section, so I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit longer. But I love that this also has a long barrel. For long-haired girls, you need to have something with a really long barrel. Just in general, all my tools now are long-barreled, but it really does help when it comes to heating everything evenly, especially when you take thicker sections like I just did right there. Okay, let's see. It's getting toasty. I hate doing like my hair after my makeup. I typically will do my hair like before I go to bed, like I'm just marinating in my skincare. But I'm doing this for you guys. I hope you're enjoying all of this. But I'll go ahead and finish these sections. Actually, no, we're at the front. I'm gonna show you how I do the front section again. So always, again, this front section, take your time on it. I probably should have left this one on the thing. It's okay. But take your time. I just have a bajillion like baby hairs right here. So I'm just gonna, I go really close to the root and horizontal right here. Gives me a nice volume. My camera was acting up. I'm actually filming on my old phone right now. Yes, I do still use my old phone, but now I'm going to part it where I have my section. And again, these are the most important pieces. So now this is the time to really take your time and make sure each of these sections just look nice. But I will start always from the back to the front, and this is where you want to take, you know, the smaller sections. This is where it's going to look a little bit more defined, and you want to go all the way to your root like this. I wonder how we're doing on time. I'm trying not to cut that much so you guys can really see how long it takes, because even with my length and thickness of hair, like I've pretty much figured out like all the hacks. But if you know any more hacks, tell me, because I'm always looking for ways to speed up things. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm also talking like a million miles a minute. It just feels good to film. Especially like for me, this is like my me time. I mean, even though I love filming, I just don't like the editing part as much. I just can keep going. But this is good. My hair's gonna look good for the next video. Oh, and this makeup. I just filmed this makeup look, so if you want to see, it's there. It's like a warm toned smoky look. I did actually deepen the look a little bit after I finished filming. I probably should have kept it the same so you guys could see, but if you're interested in this look, I mean, it's pretty much the same look, honestly. It's on my YouTube channel. But again, here, front section, and I'm putting my bangs in here. And because I'm not doing a flat curl, those ends really just wrap into the hair and they will stay put. And this is a smaller section, so I'm not gonna keep it on as long. Hold it. Look at that. This feels 2000s-y. I love it. And the last section. Like, see, I'm getting so much volume. The top section you really want to keep smaller because that's how you'll get the volume in each of the curl because it's not being weighed down. That's why I said to take about 1 inch from either side. There we go. This section is like my hardest to curl section. It's just so thick right there. And you can feel it like this. There we go. Very nice. Now I don't know the specific temperature this is heating up to, but I'm always just in general careful with how long I leave my hair on the barrel. And this is a lower setting, so it shouldn't be as bad, but I do know some of the irons get pretty hot, and unless you like don't use the highest heat unless you have like super coarse hair, like you really have to press your hair to get smoothness, and like you really need the heat to smooth out the strands. Most hair types don't need it. Some will, but typically if you have that kind of hair type, you're not using irons like these. You'll probably use something with a clamp to smooth it over, but just in general, just be gentle with your hair. I mean, hair grows back. But still, we want it to look good. Okay, here is the front section. Here's my bangs all up in here. I'm just gonna keep this in. Usually I don't like to style my bangs differently when it comes to curls, but doing it like this. Oh, these curls like right here, they feel very like 2000s-y Bollywood. Okay, and then I don't like using any hairspray just on a regular basis. Like if I'm going out somewhere, want my hair to look nice, I will put hairspray in, but I'm not gonna do that. I just want like looser curls. Okay, but I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. I'm gonna do something around the house for 10 minutes and I'll be back. It's been about 10 minutes and I'm just going to gently brush this out. When you brush your curls out, you don't want to do anything too crazy. It's just not necessary, honestly. Hold on, let me put this closer. Okay, push my mirror that way, but okay, just like that, don't do that. But see, there's a lot of volume here, and of course it's going to settle down quite a bit. If you brush your hair too much, just, you know, do this. But I recommend taking your hands and going under like this. And this is the kind of curl you'll get. See? Nice and voluminous, nice and soft, and yeah, it's always the front pieces. That's so pretty. Yeah, this just pumped me up to film even more. Let's see how long I can go today. No, don't do that. Don't do what I do when it comes to sleep, but yeah. That's pretty much it. The curls, of course, are going to settle just a little bit more, especially like since I'm going to bed in a couple of hours, maybe. We'll see. But I mean, here's a little 360. Hopefully, you can see everything. Here, okay, I'll just stand. Okay, this is what the hair looks like, but simple and sweet. Just used one product, the heat protectant. You can spray if you want. You don't have to. I just prefer like no extra products in my hair. Can literally do this really fast. I think I had to slow down a little bit because I'm explaining, but we'll see how long this video is, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful, and I will be showing other types of curls that I can do, and maybe other hairstyles. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in. I don't know. I kind of like focusing on makeup here and like general hair. You guys let me know. But yeah, I mean, you guys let me know what your thoughts are and what kind of other like hair tutorials you want to see. I do have other types of curls I love to do, but this is just like my basic one. But if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments your thoughts. And you can follow me on my social media if you want to see more of my face and just more makeup content. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.